For the reading of the disorderly person city code subsection, and it reads as follows. Any person that persists in disrupting this meeting will be in violation of the Flint City Code section 3110, disorderly conduct, assault and battery, and disorderly persons, and will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor. Any person who prevents the peaceful and orderly conduct of any meeting will be given one warning. If they persist in disrupting the meeting, that individual will be subject to arrest. Violators will be removed from the meetings. So now it's time for public comment. The first speaker, Madam Clerk. Well, Madam Clerk Secretary, thank you.
Juan Tuez D.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mr. Juan Tuez Davis. I'm the former Fifth Ward City Councilman. What I want the public to understand is City Council has two main important jobs. One of their main important jobs is to submit legislation, and the second, which is really the first, is budgetary processing. This budget, even if it's $4 million in debt, it shouldn't be passed. But if it's not passed, it is your responsibility, if that's the perception that people have, that it's a $4 million in debt. It is the perception of the people, but what City Council job is budgetary processing, and you guys collectively as a whole should be in meetings over and beyond time to put a budget together and display it to the people or how your budget look as opposed to the budget that the mayor submitted, so you can display to the people that you have a balanced budget and this budget is presented and it is conducive for the services of our city. And for the last 8 years, all I've saw is City Council campaigning. That's it. It is so dysfunctional. It's so dysfunctional that you guys can't come together on one accord to pay for the services of the city, but you continue to pass the buck to everybody else and throw darts at each other for 6 to 8 hours. That is so dysfunctional. That takes all accountability from each and every one of you, because each and every one of you are accountable to paying for the services of the city, because your number one job is budgetary processing. That's City Council job. The mayor puts the budget together, you peruse it, you vet it, you see what you like, what you don't like, but you guys has not come together as a whole, all 8 of you, and presented a budget that contradicts and counteracts the budget that he submitted. And if it is a $4 million deficit, then no, it shouldn't be passed. But where is your budget? Where is the budget that you guys can come together and put together to show a contradiction or a counteraction to what he has? Because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. But you guys has not showed your reaction. Not in writing, you have not done that. You guys has not come together on one accord in the last 8 years. All I saw was just campaign on the people's time. You say what one ward isn't doing, what one ward isn't doing. When I was in office, we didn't go through all this. We didn't go through this. We exercised some form of decorum, and we had a lot more professionalism. We had a lot more professionalism. And this stuff then reached all the way out in the public. The people, I want you guys to know that their number one job is to pass a budget, is budgetary processing. They have a whole year to put that budget together. Thank you.
Next speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is RLM.
Hello, I'm R.L. Mitchell. For the record, about this water situation, there's a man used to be in here, he gone now, named Chris Del Maroney. He said those who stay would pay. I want you to know that my friend, he was in Texas the other day. He said he seen me on television. He told him everybody in Texas, that's me, my neighbor. His name is Paris. I'm gonna put this out there, man. He say he come up here to get his money. He ain't no joke. My neighbor's he go, but we gonna flip the switch. He said they're gonna pay we the people's our money tonight if we don't reach the budget. That's the switch of the flip. Like you plan to put it on them two golf courts we got in Flint. Just like Becky tried to accuse Tiger Woods for going out with the babysitter. After he gave her $175 million house. She didn't want none of it. She burned the thing down. We ought to get Becky to deal with this golf stuff where they pocket the money. The mayor don't want to. He got it under the mayor name in the marijuana boys over on St. John Street. Nobody getting paid but the redneck. They don't get a darkie nothing. That's what the thing is all about. The color. Black lives matter, but they got to speak up for themselves. The white boy doing the right thing. If the darkie don't speak up, you don't get no money. And let the state cross the street, take pot, come over here and bushwhackers. The bushwhackers. That's what they're trying to do after the night. If we don't, they trying to say the darkies don't know it. Azute, Big Moose, who sneezed over there? I mean, was that what one? Hey, don't be interrupting my time by sneezing. That's probably the chemicals in this coat I got on. The act of God always messing with me in the morning, trying to be 30 degrees in the morning. I had to burn a fire up. I decided to keep it on. I wanted this guy to be messing with you peoples about the budget tonight. Like that bald-headed Mantel talking about 8 years. And if he can do better, we can talk about like he putting it all on the 5th Ward and 6th Ward. He ain't said nothing about Miss Priestley with the money bag. Talking about get some more cedar trees in here before we can make pills out of them. The spending on the dope boy in Detroit, they're talking about, look at Saginaw. I have to look at another city before we can take copy off of them. Saginaw ain't nothing but it. Just like Chicago. Mayor come up here and he ain't come to City Hall. With them pop guns, talking about pop guns, selling pop guns and all that. Stay tuned, America. You're gonna see how we get our money tonight.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Clerk, Madam Secretary.
Melissa Z.
Hi, my name is Melissa Zaremski. I live in the 1st Ward. I want to say, Leon, you shouldn't even be in that seat. You don't live in Flint. You don't live in the 1st Ward. You live in Mount Morris, apparently, okay? And, Flint police don't want to do their jobs, whatever, but it's funny when Neely, or City Council, apparently, want to call the police to use on the residents. It's amazing how they're highly available. Yesterday that was sad. Everyone was being peaceful and everything else. Nobody was, disobeying any laws. But next thing you know, the police come swooping in. And then they sat there and, dragged 2 people out of their vehicles. Where do you, I don't know what it takes for the governor or the attorney general or whoever to step in. But this is getting crazy. I've been, asking I've had a couple of issues with my kid. Police don't want to do their job. In the water. Why are you guys telling us our water is good but you will tell us that we still got to use a filter? I'm not really understanding that. Because you shouldn't have to use a filter if your water is actually good. Liddell, last meeting. Oh my Lord. Between you and Candace and do you guys ever watch yourselves at home for a city council meeting and how you behave? And, you'll sit there and blame, Tonya, oh, well, she's doing that, but you do it. So I mean, to me, I'm just looking at a bunch of hypocrites because you keep blaming stuff. You know, I'm really wondering how much of the ARPA money that some of this city council have gotten, or maybe the administration employees. I mean, if the FBI is here, they really need to look into everybody, not just certain people, because I really believe that it's a good amount of people that probably had their hand in it. So, and Neely, you're a piece of shit, dude.
Please, Jasmine. Thank you. I want to remind everyone to please silence your cell phones if you could put them on vibrate or silent so that they're not ringing as we're trying to hear from the public speakers. Thank you. If you would please go ahead, next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Stanley W.
My name is Stanley Wood. I'm a longtime watcher, but this is my first time in here. A little nervous, but anyway. To the council members and my fellow residents of Flint, today I speak not as just a citizen, but as a witness, like many of you, to the painful event that unfolded yesterday. What began as a peaceful protest, a rightful, powerful cry for justice and accountability, we were met with force, and not by strangers, by our own police, under direction of those sworn to serve us, the mayor and the chief of police. Let's be clear, using the police as a weapon against the very people they are meant to protect is not leadership, it's betrayal. The city has already endured more than its share of injustice. We know what it feels like to be ignored, to be poisoned, to be left behind. But yesterday we saw something we must never accept, the silence of our voices through violence and intimidation. To all those that were hurt, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, I see you and I hear you and I stand with you. This is not just about a protest going wrong. This is about a system that treats dissent as danger and people as a problem to be managed instead of voices being heard. It's about a city government that has forgotten that we are louder than repression. And when we stand together, we are unstoppable. Now, this is not the time to shirk away. It's time to rise up, not with the violence, but with the vision. Not with rage alone, but with the resolve. We demand accountability, we demand transparency, and we demand that the mayor and the chief of police, the people are watching you. History is watching you. You must answer for what happened, and you must make it right or step aside for somebody that will. The people of Flint, don't let this divide us. Don't let them turn a neighbor against a neighbor. The city belongs to all of us, not just the powerful. Keep marching, keep speaking, keep building the future Flint deserves. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. I want to take my last 30 seconds and thank the council members that were actually looking up for the first few speakers. I really appreciate that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Valerie S.
Hi, my name is Valerie Southall. I am a citizen and resident of the city of Flint. And basically, 68 does not go into 64. It doesn't. And so if you need to break out every line item, do it. If they cannot explain to you why they need this money, and if we don't have a way of getting this money, don't vote for it. If you have to stop and not pass this happening on this council. Somebody's last name, Candace, really? Really? The person only has to speak 3 minutes. You only have 3 minutes to speak, and then you can go right ahead with the business of the city. We are tired. $1.5 million for the mayor's office budget? I don't think so. I know at least $1 million that needs to be taken off that line item. That gets us closer to 64. Clio Road was not voted for by this council. Since it wasn't voted for, close that. The Mays Center did not pass. The county, what the county wanted and needed for it to be opened, close that. There's some line items that can be closed. And I also want to know, since we very seldom have more than 10 officers on a Saturday and Friday night in Flint, how much did yesterday cost? If you're going to be up there, you're going to be held accountable. I don't care, we have to wait until an August election so that we have that third ward seat straight so that things can be voted correctly. Let it happen. And now if that doesn't happen, shut it down. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Bethany H.
I just want to say that years ago, when I first came here, about 3 years after I moved here 30 years ago, me and my daughter went to the car show downtown, and 2 young black gentlemen, just teenagers, were walking in front of us doing nothing. The first thing I noticed when we got up near the Mott Foundation, they threw these 2 boys, the cops threw these 2 boys against the Mott Foundation building and frisked them and then let them go. They were acting like normal teenagers. For what happened yesterday when I was at this thing was terrible what I saw. First, the cops stopped me and said they were going to impound my car. I mean, why? I don't know. I was in a procession. Nobody was blocking traffic. The police were the ones that blocked the traffic. The police. They're shutting the people down because they're finding out what's really going on. That's what's going on. We notice how we're paying everything for the DDA, which is a 501c. It is a private company. We go without city services to pay for what they want downtown. And I'm sick of it. When I got robbed, I had to go downtown and make a report. But they had 1 million cops down there yesterday. People need to wake up and see who really runs the show here. The people are serfs, and there's a king running this, and they are doing, some of these people up here are doing the bidding of the king.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Taylor S.
Taylor Sampson, resident of the 8th Ward. Residents in Flint are being denied safe water, housing, and food distribution. The health of the citizens is at some of the worst levels it's ever been in modern times. We're crying out for help with every aspect of our lives, and we're being ignored by our government. There's a lack of public safety due to the so-called safety plan not ever being properly vetted, voted on by this council, or implemented. Lives are being taken by gun violence at an alarming rate, including our children. Citizens are having their freedom of speech and right to protest stripped from them. The police are being weaponized on residents. Unlawful detainments and arrests have been made. The city charter and laws have been blatantly violated in these chambers and on the streets. U.S. State Representative of the 70th District, Cynthia Neely, the blood of this city is on your hands. City of Flint, Mayor Sheldon Neely, the blood of this city is on your hands. First Ward Councilman Leon Elamine, the blood of the city is on your hands. Yes, smile at me, Leon. Second Ward Councilwoman Liddell Lewis, the blood of the city is on your hands. Fourth Ward Councilwoman Judy Priestley, the blood of the city is on your hands. Seventh Ward Councilwoman Candace Moshe, the blood of the city is on your hands. Police Chief of the City of Flint, Terrence Green, the blood of the city is on your hands. To all the officers who keep falling in line and doing what the mayor and the chief of police say, the blood of the city is on your hands. And to the following individuals who continue to sit by quietly and allow the city charter and laws to be broken in their faces and citizens stripped of their rights before their eyes. City Clerk Davina Donahue, former City Attorney William Kim, current City Attorney Joseph Cupps, current City Attorney Joanne Gurley. If you do not step up, speak up, use your voice, and end this lawlessness, the blood of this city will also be on your hands. You cannot silence us. You cannot silence us. You cannot silence us.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
The next speaker is Tonya J.
Okay. Hello, my name is Tonya Jones. I'm an advocate because my son is addicted to meth. He the one got me here at the council meeting. This is not about Black Lives Matter. This is about All Lives Matter. How I got down to this council meeting, these people became my family when I was lost, when I didn't know what to do. I done been to the courthouse. I done been to what's the name? What's that? What's the sheriff over there? Swanson. I done been everywhere. But this council became family. Tonya Burns, Arthur Wilson, 810. Josh. The twins back there. I became family and gave me direction, gave me hope, gave me support. Jade Brown. You know what I'm saying? I was lost. When I say I was lost, I had nowhere to go. My son is addicted to meth. He's autistic. So to come here and see they just move money from the opium to MAID, I couldn't comprehend it. So I left out when Judy say warning. Okay, when it comes to warning, at 1655 Ohio Street in her ward, I removed my son from that apartment house where it was bed bugs, what is it? It's a lot of stuff going on with the house over here on 1655. I can't gas leak, everything. Okay, David Ross is the owner. And this is in your ward, but you say everything is okay on the east side. It's not. They are affected. The opium crisis is real. So to transfer money to one thing to another, the opium crisis is needed. I'm here. I'm not affected by the water, but I'm affected and my son is out here in this opium crisis when the water is real. Okay, lead. You look up with lead. The lead that affect your brain. This is long term. So while they building other things or whatever, think about mental health. Mental health is real. So I'm saying people keep coming. It's bigger than today. Because today everybody gonna be gone. But you need to still come. And I want to say again, Black lives don't matter when an incident happened with the elderly get pulled out the car. Y'all gotta keep on coming. It don't take just for that to happen. That brought the attention. My son was a vessel. My son brought me out here. And I'm not going nowhere. But I'm thankful for podcasts. Fuck the news. Because the news is here today. But you can cut my alarm off right now. But I'm here to say it's bigger than this. The people in the Flint is hurting. And I'm hurting as a mother because I'm not going nowhere. And it's bad when y'all take money and move it around. But it's opium. Miss Burns, you can call her. I don't care what time of night. She's there. And I'm thankful because I'm here. I'm here. I didn't even want to be here. And if I lose, I'm still going to be here because God bring attention. But God uses all his vessels. And y'all don't understand not to wake up knowing your child is at. Y'all don't know what it means. And I'm lost because my son is addicted to meth and I don't know what to do.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Sherry S.M.
Hello, everybody. Sherry Smith McFadden on behalf of brothers and sisters of Oak Park. We got two things to discuss about what me and my husband seen when I was at work yesterday. I got about 50 phone calls about Miss Beverly Biggs' husband. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Are you serious? The city of Flint, are you serious? We're talking about an elder. You drug out of his car. His car was still running, almost hit him, almost drug him out of his car and hit him first of all, beyond Miss Biggs running around the car to try to stop them. And then a white woman across the street almost hit her. Did anybody pay that any attention? Hello? And then second of all is what I have to say is my daughter, my child, Memorial Day, my only daughter tried to commit suicide. I got called out of work. She was at the river. My husband can vouch and 911 can too if they ever want to admit to it. But at 1:48, I left. My child was at the river down there where they putting the new bridge at over at 475 or whatever that is, where the flags hanging off the things. My child was depressed. I called 911. I sat there for an hour. Nobody ever showed up. My daughter jumped in the river and I had to grab her out. Can somebody tell me why all them police was down there yesterday but couldn't nobody come save my child? Make me make sense of it. Anybody make me make sense of it. And I'm being honest with you. I come here on behalf of the brothers and sisters of Oak Park of all these phone calls. Can anybody tell me how would you feel if that was your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy? How would anybody feel? Because if you'd have drugged my mama or my husband or my dad, God rest his soul, out of there, I don't know how I would have reacted. And I'm not an ugly person because I believe in God. And that's what I'm going to tell you. Now, I want to know at 1:48 on Memorial Day, where was the Flint police when I called them? I sat there and waited over an hour when my daughter jumped off that damn bridge. Tell me where anybody was. Can somebody help me? Help me. Help me to understand how they could pull Mr. Biggs out of his car, damn near hit two people, and then my child jump over a bridge, and they got all, they telling me, oh, it's only one or two police officers. They'll get to me when they can. First, they told me we was off grid. They couldn't find us. Because we was in the construction zone. How can I find my child and the Flint police can't find her? Explain that to me. Can anybody? Oh, you know why they don't? Because my child's the same color as everybody else. My child is a half-breed. She looked black. That's why they left her like that. They didn't give a damn. Just being honest.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Mari C.
First off and foremost, look up at me while I talk to you. This ain't no fucking joke. I'm Mari Copeney. I'm 17. I'm a Flint kid. You probably have no idea who I am. Just know that I've sat at seats at tables with government officials around the fucking world. Even local leadership has never reached out to invite me to the table right here in Flint. In fact, none of you have ever shown up to support any events that I do for the youth here inside Flint. So when it comes to the issues dealing with the youth here, I do not trust that you have our best interest at heart or even know where to fucking begin with the youth to the city. For years, I have watched you elected officials behave worse than toddlers, throwing temper tantrums, and quite frankly, it's ridiculous, especially when we have so many issues that need to be handled, including the water crisis that is still not over, and the crime rate that is through the fucking roof. Here in Flint, you call 911, most of the time the police don't even fucking show up. And if they do, it's hours later. There is no community policing. The last shooting in my neighborhood, it took Flint SPD an hour to respond, and when they did, all they did was drive around in circles before leaving. But somehow yesterday, the mayor and police chief were able to weaponize both Flint police and the state police against peaceful protesters. Many of them were residents of our community, resulting in them assaulting an elderly resident. Why is it when we call 911 for help never shows up, but when the mayor calls, there can be dozens of officers ready to harass and assault the residents? Why is it when so many in our community suffering, the people we elected to represent us act like they don't care about us? Get your fucking shit together. This isn't no fucking joke. You act like you don't know me, but you don't remember my fucking name.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is James M.
James Moore, Second Ward. I got 3 issues I'd like to talk about, and the clock has already got started. I just want to say, if the cameras ain't on y'all, I want y'all to look around at your neighbors on both sides of the aisle. We showed up tonight, and we got to keep showing up. That's the problem in Flint. The problems is here, but we don't show up to make them solve them. It's up to you. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'd like to announce that I'm gonna be running for something, and it's called being y'all neighbor. I'm gonna support who's ever gonna do the right thing for the city, not the right lie, but the right truth. And we're gonna get in here and we're gonna get somebody that's gonna remember us after they go behind the glass doors. All right. And second, I want to say to the 7th Ward, last Friday, you had called for a recess. While you was talking to my candidate in the 2nd Ward, Arthur Wilson, you gave him a warning. And if it wasn't from the fact that he didn't actually act like Arthur Wilson, he would have been going to jail on break time that you called. That's wrong. Do that tonight. Both aisles is full. Both aisles is full. I got 1 minute and 40 left. I just want to say, this is called a budget that we're supposed to be dealing with, but really it's called an open credit card. It's unlimited. The 8th Ward once said, don't spend the money on nothing that don't make sense. Maybe y'all should listen to him. He's sitting right there. All right? You know, and as far as the rest, I just want to thank y'all all for coming in out, because we the people, we're the only ones gonna make the difference. And you know what that difference is? They're taking money out of your pocket to spend on whatever the hell they want, and you wrong for it.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Beverly B.L.
My name is Beverly Biggs Levy. I'm running for the 3rd Ward City Council seat. And I have something to play for you guys. Against me shall prosper. None
Y'all don't want to look up because you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. But what y'all did yesterday, you're dead wrong. But you can't look up today. You're sorry. You're sorry. First ward, you're sorry. Second ward, you're sorry. Fourth ward, you're sorry. Seventh ward, you are sorry. And y'all can pray. I can't stand up and say pledge allegiance to y'all sorry people because you're sorry. There ain't no sense in praying. You guys can't pray because you're not right. You're not right. And Sheriff Green, resign. Sheriff Neely, resign. It's time. It's time. You rather put a person on the floor, on the ground, and almost get him ran over. It's sad. It's sad. But you say your grandmother just passed. You say your grandmother just passed. I'm not laughing about your grandmother. I'm not laughing about your grandmother. I pray for you. I pray for you. But you guys are sad. It's time to wake up. If I don't, it's time to wake up. Davina, time over. Tell Mary it won't work. I'm a child of God. I'm not a child of y'all. I'm a child of God. You don't know the word of God. You better look it up. You better get on your knees and you better ask God to forgive all of y'all for what happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? We got as a council member and he's laughing at the people, so they know.
Yeah.
He answered the rest of them.
Next speaker.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Aoni Gilchrist.
Giving all praises to God. To the council, I too raised on behalf of, on yesterday, the blatant disrespect of the people. Council, we demand a full investigation. We deserve, the people of this community deserve better. That was shame brought up on this community on yesterday. All over the nation, people saw that kind of blatant brutality. That's ridiculous. And we have not heard from the mayor, chief of police, or no one has come out and said nothing about that incident on yesterday. That's a shame. And we ask in this council, this community cannot stand that kind of rhetoric. Snatching folks out of cars for a speeding ticket or a traffic ticket, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely uncalled for. And this council needs to demand a thorough investigation. And the person who we saw snatching out of the car, he needs to put on administrative leave until the investigation has been done. To remain set silent on something as egregious as that is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think none of you up there can agree that that was a satisfactory scene for this community. That was a shame. It was absolutely uncalled for. And the ones who to protect and to serve this community was the one that was involved in doing it. That's even worse. The police. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, that's crazy. And we demand answers. This community deserves it. That's Kansas back in the 60s and the 70s. Only thing you was lacking was the dogs in the water. That's ridiculous. That was shameful what happened. No one, none of you up there can say that was a pretty scene. And I'm asking you. That's ridiculous. And I'm telling you, this community deserves some answers to this, and we deserve some urgent answers. Not no next week. We deserve some urgent answers, and what's going to be done about what happened. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Maria.
Now, I don't normally speak at these events. My name is Maria. I'm a 6th Ward resident. Tonya, love you to death. The march yesterday, peaceful. Nobody was impeding. The only people who were impeding were the police. Okay? Secondly, y'all better pray Mr. Levy is fine, because that's a lawsuit, period. A big one. So you better tack him into your budget. I notice as well that there aren't as many police here as normal in here. I've seen one, but they're usually 5, 6, 7, or 8. I'm wondering what's going on, and everybody up here is so well behaved. I'm tripping right now. People can talk, they can yell out, they can clap, they can woo-hoo. I wonder what's different today than any other council meeting. I'm gonna leave on this note though. I say shut it down.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Audrey M.
It don't say young, it say Muhammad. Yep, you're right, it's Audrey Muhammad. Let's get into it, because I don't even have to talk about the police brutality that happened yesterday. I'm gonna address that at the end. But let's don't get distracted. Notice that building next to Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church been tore down. I hope they ain't planning to tear that down so that they can buy that. Was that a trick that happened from the city over to the land bank? Y'all keep your eyes open. Let me just tell you something. My cousin was found dead in a hotel out on Dort Highway a few weeks ago. Took 19 days before our family found out. Why are you all not addressing this epidemic that's happening at that hotel? The day before he was found dead, someone else was in there dead. There's several people out on Dort Highway. Travel in, one of them places out there, that need to be addressed. Why are the police not out there taking care of that? That's something that need to be addressed for real, for real, for real. Shut them places down if they keep having the drug addicts out there. Oh, I forgot. It's a lot of business that happen on Dort Highway, and they don't want that stuff, that activity coming out there, because the strip clubs and all that stuff out there will lose out on making their money. No, let's address it. Let's get rid of it. Y'all talking about safety around here. We've been addressing the safety problems that's been going on around here. Police antagonized me yesterday morning. State police pulled me over, told me I didn't have legitimate insurance on my car. When I showed it to them, well, can we see your driver's license? I ain't speeding. Seatbelt on, ain't did nothing.
just out there harassing people. State police, we don't want you here in the city of Flint. You don't know us. You here, or are you here to watch the crooked corruptness that's going downstairs in the city police department? Because they've been crooked ever since I can remember, since back in the 80s. That's what brought y'all here in the city. Now I gotta address something because a letter was sent in to the school board on me by Miss Liddell Lewis. She want to address me, so I'm going to address the issue again in case you didn't hear it the first time. Liddell Lewis cursed out Pastor Thompson in the parking lot at the Flint Glory Coast Library. It was witnessed by the security and several staff members. It was reported to me as a board member, and I'm not here representing as the board. But I'm going to address you as what happened to me as a citizen. You did that, and the parents said they did not want their children coming to the library because they fear of what's going to happen down there. But you sit here and want to cause a race riot and try to bring up something saying that Dennis Pfeiffer called you a monkey. No, several people in our audience called you a monkey, but you stood up for Doug Matthews when he called us a nigger. You stood up for him and defended him. You act like you're the racist. I'm going to ask you. Because they asked me about the police. Did they stop me because I was a Muslim? I'm going to ask you, do you like Muslims? Because you keep trying to attack me.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Tonya S. Sonia Sims.
Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Mary W.
Mary Wright, 5th Ward. I'm going to face the council members, but I'm going to talk to y'all behind me. Y'all on Facebook watching, y'all on TV watching. The crowd we have here today, we need y'all support. Not just today, we need y'all support all the time. Strong, only the strong survive. And strength is in numbers. We need y'all help. The next riot, we need y'all. Fuck what's going on with anything other than that when that day happens. We need y'all help.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Papa Wilbert, sorry. Jay.
My name is Wilbert Papa Jarrett. I'm the ethics baby boy. I come to bring some historical context to what happened yesterday. 1937, the sit-down strike, peaceful demonstration was right here on Saginaw. The building is still there. The old Fisher Body Plant started the UAW, 1937. 1968, I laid on that line right out there for open housing. I tried to buy a house on West Van Wagner, and the real estate agent told me I could not buy it. I came to Floyd McCree. He was the sitting acting councilperson / mayor, and he said, we're gonna do something about that. The open housing where black folks could buy anywhere in this country started right here in this building in 1968. So I was in a courtroom last week with the little city attorney right there representing Mr. Neely against Jedediah Brown. Judge Patel told all of us that there's nothing wrong with a peaceful demonstration. He threw out the case. They tried to get Jedediah Brown, barred out the city of Flint, barred out of the city hall, barred out of calling him, barred out of texting him or writing a letter. Judge Patel read the federal law. Says nothing. As long as he's a public official, he can come to Neely's office, he can write him, he can call him, he can cuss him out, he can do anything because he is a public official. And threw the case out. Neely used the city attorney to fight against us. He used the police to weaponize to fight against us. And my last quick comment is to my nephew. I love you, son. I love you. You've been seeing over budgets, to my knowledge, the last 35 years. You know not to vote for a budget that's not balanced. I don't have to tell you what to do. You know that.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Shantae M.
Good evening, everybody. Flint residents, good evening. I'm not sure where I want to start. In 2021, my grandmother, my uncle, and my uncle's girlfriend, they died in a house fire. That was in Burton. And then in 2022, my cousin sat at a bus stop and he died of an overdose. There was no quick response to either one of those deaths. The investigation for my grandmother took months. And yesterday, we seen the police move faster than they have to any deaths that's been happening. People's kids dying and being shot. Overdoses happening, so many things happening where people are calling 911 and not getting a response. A lot of people here, a lot of these residents got something to lose for speaking up to y'all, including me. But we're not scared. Miss Tonya, thank you for not being scared. Miss Winfrey, thank you for not being scared. Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Pfeiffer, thank you for not being scared. Somebody very close to me, and who's very close to a lot of the people who are calling shots, threatened me and said that I could lose my custody case and lose my kids because I'm here. We got a lot to lose. And y'all need to stand up and do something and be here for the people like you should be. If you're gonna be for the people, be for the people.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Miss Taylor.
Good evening to the community. My question I want to start out with tonight is Neely scared of the third ward election? He called a full police force unit on peaceful protesters, and I'm one of them. And I am 80, I soon will be 82 years old. That's tyranny. That is tyranny. I want to know how much did it cost yesterday for that many police officers to show up? I also want to know, the mayor wasn't absent as he often is, but he had an event at the last minute at Bluebell Beach. Were there any police officers there harassing those people? And his name on the garbage can is a budget item. Is Flint having a Mississippi lynching right here in Flint right now with Ward 1, 2, Mrs. Levy, or 3rd, or Dumas, in your Priestley, and the 7th Ward Council person? There are 7 Ward Council people here. I want you to know this is never the demeanor that we see from her. Never. And don't be fooled. The council can't ask for an extension for a budget, but don't pass it. Not until they do. If we want to shut it down based on the tyranny that occurred to us yesterday. Mr. Levy, I apologize because these people in Ward 1, the mayor, Liddell, Priestley, and the 7th Ward woman, they don't have the stamina to apologize to what happened yesterday. And disfund the Ethics and Review Board. I see their chair or ex-chair or whatever he is. Get rid of that. ARPA money was spent for campaigning. And where does Leon, what's your name? Live? How many times will by the police?
Is Jason D. Jason Dye.
We're the people!
About to. All right. Flint, we're here to shut it down. Check this out. You ready? Public statement to Flint City Council, May 29th, 2025, from Jason Dye. For the record, this is going to court. Request for immediate budget pause pending financial integrity investigation. To the City of Flint Council, tonight, I respectfully urge this council to pause all acceptance, approval, or allocation of budgeted funds received from Genesee County until a formal investigation is initiated into longstanding financial misconduct identified in Plant Moran's publicly disclosed supplemental audits. For nearly a decade, these audits have repeatedly cited material noncompliance with federal laws and regulations, apparent mismanagement of federal grant dollars, persistent findings that were not escalated or resolved. Law for the layman personally served the auditor of Plant Moran
on video, April 2025, with a formal request to inspect the records because I believe their firm breached its fiduciary duty by failing to escalate what appear to be criminal-level financial irregularities. If this council proceeds to approve a budget funded in part by potentially tainted or misappropriated grant dollars, it risks enabling violations of federal fiscal accountability rules 2 CFR 200.339343, exposure to state liability for neglect or misuse of public funds, e.g. MCL 757 or 478. Further erosion of public trust at a time when transparency is vital. I respectfully request that you immediately pause the approval or appropriation of Genesee County sourced funds, initiate or demand a third-party forensic audit of all flagged grant programs, ensure full public disclosure of investigative results before future budget action. You have a legal and moral duty to act. Thank you for your immediate attention and service. This message is courtesy of my education in civil rights and is protected by law for the layman and its content created for situations just like this where we the people need a voice. Hashtag Dustin Anvachak, constituent, Flint resident, submitted May 29th, 2025 at Law for the Layman for public statement use only. That's my legal genius, guys. Good luck. See you in federal court, baby!
Everyone. Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is
That middle
Claire.
finger was for every one of you.
Next speaker is Claire McClinton.
Good evening, council, and everything that need to be said had been said by this wonderful audience of Flint residents. And I want to jump on what Papa Jared said. Residents that have inherited a reputation of fighting for social justice. And he pointed out the UAW, and he pointed out the fight and the first city of its size to implement open housing. And yesterday we was just doing what our history tell us to do. Get out there and fight for social justice. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Coffins is not new. We had a coffin in 2018. We took the coffin to Lansing about the water crisis. When we was in Lansing, we was at the Capitol with the coffin. We was at the Department of Environmental Quality, now called Eagle. We took that coffin there. We came back here to City Hall and we walked up and down the street with that coffin. Now all of a sudden something wrong with a coffin. All of a sudden something wrong with a coffin. And the other thing is this, the organizers who organized the march yesterday, they did everything they could to guarantee they was not breaking laws. Walking on the sidewalk, making sure you wasn't on private property and all these things, trying to be careful just to make sure you got your voices heard. We still got a water problem. We still got below standard of living for this city where the union was born. And so I just want to say another thing that's been made of is that, well, it's outside people, and let's not be fooled. That those incidents were targeted. They were targeted. You have targeted Jedediah Brown. You have targeted Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. You have targeted her husband, and in the consequence, other residents got caught up in the targeting. Like Miss Gwen Wofford, a retiree from the Buick, never been arrested a day in her life. What's she doing in handcuffs? And this business, I'm gonna end it with this. This business about, well, it's outside people. Well, dog, we done had outside people here for years. The UAW sent CIO organizers here to organize the UAW outside.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Arthur Woodson. Arthur Woodson.
Good evening. Good evening. Hey, let me start by saying, if we're going to talk about the council, we got to point out the council. We got to call names. Leon Elamine, Liddell Lewis, Judy Priestley, Candace the Joker. Y'all ain't shit. Call it out. Call it out. Don't say all the council, because the other four is fighting for the people. So why are we fighting against them? We can't do that. Let me start with the budget real quick, because I'm going to take my time with the protests yesterday. But all you that wasn't here during the water crisis, Mayor Weaver had a budget of $326,000, and she was everywhere trying to get 95% of the service line done. This little pale motherfucker, $1.5 million. $1.5 million, and he can't even complete 5% in 6 years. What the hell do we need $1.5 million for? Don't pass that budget, man. I just gave y'all an example. They wouldn't even amend it to give him the same salary or budget that Mayor Weaver had. But then he's gonna say, I can use one line item veto. Guess what, ignorant ass? You sent a bulk budget of $1.5 million, so you don't have a line item because it's a blank check when y'all pass it. So he can't veto nothing. Don't vote for shit unless they amend it. Now let's talk about the protests. And I'm gonna try not to get too emotional, but this is not 1963 Birmingham protests. This is Flint, Michigan, 2025. We tried to tell y'all when the Mitchell boys died on Pulaski Street, and Sheldon bitch ass lied and said this is a political suicide. We tried to tell y'all when the state troopers shot Rashid 10 times in the back. We didn't do shit. Now they done drug Mr. Terrence out of a car. Impeding traffic ticket is a citation. You don't get arrested for that shit. But that shit reminded me of is like what Mr. Gilchrist said, dogs and water hoses. I'm not my ancestors. I'm gonna bite that bitch back. Y'all just don't get this shit, man. Y'all have took and weaponized the police to where we don't even like them no more. Judy, you're a fucking Republican. You thrive on the Constitution. And you sit up here and help them violate our fucking rights. You ain't shit neither.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Xavier. Xavier.
Hi, I'm Xavier Smith. I'm 16. I was in the protest yesterday trying to get but better water for us to, drink instead of drinking pee, unlike you guys want us to do. But yeah, what if the car hit a civilian and killed them or something? You guys wouldn't have done anything. You would have just pushed it off. And what if you guys were just minding your own business protesting and you just got yanked out of your vehicle for no reason? You guys wouldn't have liked it, would you? Um, and so what I'm trying to say here is elders need the respect that you guys want, right? We want the respect we want. So we should just meet in the middle, get healthy water.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Elena Smith.
It's crazy how you won't even look my brother in the face. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Because how is you going to have all these kids out here running around drinking dirty water? All these kids running around here drinking dirty water and you ain't doing nothing about it. You poisoning people, you don't even care. And yesterday I was in that protest too. I watched that guy get pulled out the car. That is absolutely crazy. 60 plus cops there, and you don't show up when people need you. You only show up when we're being peaceful and trying to fight for our people. Y'all don't want to fight for us. That's crazy. And it's crazy how you won't look me in my face either. You standing there? It's crazy. It's crazy how you'll sit up there and smile about this stuff and talk under the table, but you won't say nothing to your people to help them. My opinion, that's crazy. I'm only 14. I go to U of M. I'm a freshman. And I went to school today, and so many kids came up to me and asked me, why did I do that? I did that for my people. I did that for Flint. It's crazy how all these kids are scared of cops and everything because they won't come and help, or they rip people out their car when they're trying to be peaceful too. It's crazy. I got 2 little sisters. I don't want them getting sick over the water. And it's crazy that we have to go buy other water to drink just so it's safe. Yeah, and a high water bill. All these people are out here trying to fight for the people, and you guys are trying to fight against the people. Y'all should really come together and try and fight for the people, not against the people.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Teresa Hammond Cross. Teresa Hammond Cross. Secretary. Next speaker is Josh Bogus.
Well, wow. You know, I got a family full of service members. These are real dog tags on my arms. That was disgusting yesterday. Disgusting. There's a real Marine. He watched it. I'll bet he was disgusting. I bet he puked in his mouth. Where's the badge numbers? What are you doing? State police. You know how many state pigs were out there? They're pigs. I'm not going to call them cops. I'm fucking pigs, dude. Liddell, why is your name running around this as putting out hits on people? I don't know this, but this is the rumor I'm hearing out here. You know, I hear names like Larry Green popping up in the middle of this, putting these names out here. It's funny. You know, I can see why you're all so brave. I've watched your judges in full, like, just disrespect to the Constitution. I've had your judges right down here. You want to fix your budget? Cut your tyrannical judges out. Your judge has no business in front of 5 bailiffs telling me the Constitution don't exist. Well, I'm trying to sue the township to save my business because they can't do simple math problems and get my taxes right. And then they hide on their FOIAs. They hide the public information. Yeah, you smug motherfuckers. Pick your eyes up. I give my kids props, you dumb bitch. Why are you ignoring my kids? Liddell, get out of my public seat. Get out of these people's seat. You have no business up there. Judy Priestley, be ashamed. Get out of the public seat. I don't know about a couple of you. I think you all need wiped clean. There's a couple of you I've seen doing some good things. I'll give you a little bit of slack. But collectively, as all, you are a group. And my policy, I would empty everybody that works for the city of Flint out of this street. You can all go down to the homeless shelter. We'll fill this bitch with homeless people, and we'll get some service.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Pastor William C. Harris Jr.
Good evening. You know, I have watched city council and I've watched these things go on for, excuse me. I've watched these things go on for a while. There has been a severe breakdown. My father says it's all right to disagree, but there's a problem when we disconnect. There is a problem when there is disconnection. Listen, I'm not saying if you feel that a portion of the budget needs to be amended, then you have common sense communication without allowing personal feelings and personal grudges to get in the way, and have common sense dialogue and come to a resolution. I also ask that as we go forward, that the first thing that you put on the agenda is approving the $25,000 for the emergency fund into the Job Corps. There are so many children now that are displaced and that are now homeless because nobody read the playbook of Project 2025. It has been in the playbook. Also, I'm asking this council, please, 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 tonight, come together. Do what needs to be done. I'm asking everybody to please come together for both sides to do what needs to be done in order for the budget to be passed. Because you guys are already in violation of charter since October the 30th. And I'm just letting you all know that this will be a further egregious breach of the charter. Listen, things need to be funded. These people need things to go on as far as when it comes down to the community, when it comes down to needs, when it comes down to a sidewalk repair, when it comes down to basically having pipes fixed in the street because they're old and dilapidated. Listen, all I'm asking you all to do is just come together, pass a common sense budget so that we can move forward as residents of this great city. Amend it if you need to amend.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Michael Doan.
Good evening. My name is Michael Doan. Some of y'all may know me. I am the former president of the Board of Review. I wasn't gonna come down here and say much, but when I saw those videos going around the internet, Flint is looking like a laughing stock all over the world. All over the world. Literally. I mean, what are y'all doing? Do y'all even know what y'all doing anymore? Do y'all? Literally, I want to give thanks to some of the council though. Jerry Winfrey Carter, I want to give thanks to you. Tonya Burns, I want to give thanks to you. Mr. Piper, I want to give thanks to you. I've been seeing y'all actively letting the community know what's going on down here. You got a lot of these other people that just going with the mayor, going and doing what he say and not really vetting nothing or doing what the constituents that got them here want them to do. Judy Presley, 4th Ward, I'm talking to you. Yeah, please look at me because we didn't have a number of conversations. I'm in your ward. I've contacted you numerous times about putting somebody on the Ethics and Accountability Board, but what do? When my mama passed last year, the mayor, Judy Presley, and the assessor's office cooked up something to get me out of my position just because I was down there asking too many questions. And then want to say some of the council don't agree with putting me in the Ethics and Accountability Board. Why? Because I'm not white? I have a recording of her saying, oh, I've tried to put a white guy down there. Nobody wants to put him in the seat. Oh, what? Because I'm black, I can't serve on the Ethics and Accountability Board? Because I'm in your ward? Best to believe we're going to get your ass out of that seat just like we did Kate Fields. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. Just because y'all think the 4th Ward is predominantly white people, I promise you I will work hard to get your ass out that seat just like I did Kate Fields. And you know it. You know it because you helped me. So now it's time for your ass to go. I have my son that's 11 years old that's a victim of the water crisis. And what do y'all do down here? Y'all just write it off like it ain't shit. I'm tired of coming down here trying to be nice. I'm tired of trying to sit in the back, wait for y'all to do what the fuck is right, but it's not working. We done been through three councils like, oh, maybe this time we'll get it right. Oh, maybe it was Eric the problem. No, his ass is gone, and rest in peace, Eric Mays, because he did what he can for this council, but now he's up to y'all.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
The next speaker is Armina Pollard.
Yeah, my name is Armina Pollard. Y'all know my address. You know where I live at. But I got a problem with you, Judy, Liddell, Candace. Y'all sit up here talking about give these people who be coming and get some money, talking about they want to help their children. But we just heard some expulsion shit from a child that's trying to make something of himself instead of being in the damn street shooting somebody. So at the end of the day, y'all shouldn't pass shit. Because all them people y'all let come last year, 23, 24, and this year, asking y'all for money, but ain't nobody bring y'all shit to show y'all what they did. They ain't bringing no paperwork. How many times that one man, he ain't got no hair on his head? How many times he came up here and asked for money, but they ain't never got no paperwork? And then Judy, you need to resign, baby, because you don't know financial at all. You need to let Dennis have it, which is my brother. And then Jared. They both is smart as hell. And then y'all got a nerve to talk about them. That man had death in his family. But y'all didn't say shit about First Ward that missed all them days. He had death. He mentioned it now. But y'all was dogging them, everybody out that wasn't coming to the meeting. So my thing is, the other four, don't pass shit for them. Until they stand for the people of Genesee County. That means everybody. Because we got to save these kids. Y'all talking about y'all love the kids. You got so many people that came through here since 22, 23, 24, talking about they got these programs for the children. But have y'all been in any of their buildings? Have they showed y'all proof? Have they had y'all do a walkthrough to show y'all what they doing with the money? No, y'all didn't.
So why is y'all giving free money to motherfuckers that come and want money? Just tell y'all, and y'all pass it. Cause y'all part of that money. Cause you're probably getting a cut out of it. And I wish you would threaten me. Cause see, I ain't scared of none of y'all. Do you understand me? Cause see, at the end of the day, I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. So you don't scare me. And quit threatening families. Quit threatening them, council. Y'all know who y'all is, Adele. All y'all know who y'all threaten. Quit threatening these kids. And that's a shame, Judy, how y'all did that young man. So y'all really trying to push him to the streets? That's basically what you're trying to do. Ain't no slavery days, baby. We're going to keep fighting. I'm back now. I wasn't coming for a whole year because I got tired of how y'all was treating everybody. Then you called the police on me. You thought I was going to get locked up. I told them don't follow me. I don't give a damn about getting put out of this place. Because at the end of the day, nationwide is watching y'all. And I hope Dana, and I'm going to do this for the people of the city of Flint. I'm going to call Dana Nelson tomorrow and tell her send me over 100-some complaint things. And then that's when we're going to see how it's going to happen. Because you can go online with Dana Nelson and put in a complaint. We got to do it. Because if we want better, we got to stand better. Them kids all coming behind us. You getting old, I'm getting old. Them kids is our future. So make some sense out of weirdos.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Kwana Mack. Kwana Mack.
Hello. Man, oh, I feel so good. The people are tired, and look out here. We ready to fight. Leon, Liddell, Judy, Muschetti, we tired of y'all. You hear me? People, the reason why they can't do anything else for us is because they're too busy stealing. That's all they doing. And then they right with Mr. Mayor Neely, making all this noise and causing all this trouble. But when you pull the cover back, what you see, a little pipsqueak pushing some levers. You hear me? We ain't afraid. I ain't afraid. I'm just ready to get y'all going. And I'm going to tell you, Rolls Royce made it. Mary J. slayed it. Y'all going down. And I'm going to be around to see it. You hear me? Hey, can you say perp walk? Miss PhD of sociology, who's not social. Mr. Ella Elamine, who's not a Muslim. I'm tired of y'all people. I don't care. Judy, we ain't forgot about you. That's right. Hey, can y'all say audit? And you know what? Let me say this. We got everybody that this mayor puts on this board or on these other boards, such as housing, where the lady done stole, embezzle. That's what y'all doing. Y'all embezzling money. All that money, and she gonna say, oh, I'm gonna try to pay $50. You get out of here. You gonna go before the court of law. Just like y'all is. And here's Mouchette, still trying to hang on to a little bit of power. Next speaker, please, talking all loud. We don't care. You don't have no power. All y'all do is sick the police on us in here. We ain't afraid of you. Liddell, when you came out there when I was getting a petition signed, oh, I'm the person in question. Can I come talk? What I tell you? I said, come on. I'll call you a crook in here. I'm going to call you a double crook out there. And I'm going to let somebody else eat y'all up.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Salim L. Alamin. Salim.
Hello, everybody. My name is Salim Alamin, and I was downtown yesterday for the march. and it was horrible. What it was, I'm gonna describe it to you. It was a drug bust. That's what it was. Because a drug bust is like when the cops set around the corner. You know what I mean? Send a couple infiltrators out to see where you're headed and locate it at. Because as we was driving down the street, you know what I mean, we was paying attention and not blocking off the lanes. You know what I mean? I was making sure, you know what I mean? Everybody was. And then we got down probably about 2nd Street. I seen 4 police cars come from around the parking ramp. You know what I mean? Zoom, zoom, zoom. I mean, how 4, 5 police cars all at the same place at the same time, because they were sitting around their way. And when they got around there, I'm back there, and the police cars blocked us off. We couldn't even move through the light. When we had the right to move, they pulled up and blocked everybody off. You know what I mean? That's a drug bust. You know what I mean? That's all the symptoms of a drug bust. What's my time? And I'm gonna say that, and it was horrible how they snatched him out the car. That white car that's in that video, that's our car. And my kids was inside the car, and it was horrible. They cried, you know what I mean? And somebody got to pay for it. You know what I mean? Somebody got to pay. And when I said, whenever I come down here, I'm gonna ask, where is the damn money at? I need my roof fixed, a trees cut, and somebody gotta pay. Where's that 20,000 that Karen Weaver left? Or 20 million, 24 million. Now how you in debt? And I got a couple more things to say. Yeah, I'm looking at you, brother. Mr. Alameen, how you spell your name? You spell your name just like mine, in a sense. But my name means Alameen. It's he who seeks peace. No, it is the trustworthy. He who is worthy of trust. That's what that name stands for. And brother, start.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
And I got another thing to say. Like
Next
John
speaker.
Lewis said, it's time to make some good truck.
Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Hanifa Elamine. Next speaker is Hanifa Elamine.
Good evening. My name is Hanifa Elamine. For the records, though I am not related to Leon Elamine. Leon Elamine, really, you hurt my feelings, man, for real. Because when I first met you, when you was doing the Maid Institute stuff, I supported you. Me and my daughter. You should have stayed there, and you shouldn't have got into this mess. You really shouldn't. And that's this saying this out of love to you. You know what I'm saying? Out of love. Tonya, thank you for always being there whenever I call you. Whenever, it doesn't matter. When they said you there, you answer, you do. I'm a witness to that. You know, Winfrey Carter, this is my new council person. My little dancing girl. I like her. Love her. Dennis, you all right with me? You all right with me? Jared, Jonathan Jerry, I call you JJ at my house, okay? You all right with me too, and I know you're gonna do the right thing because Papa Jared told you, you know better. You know what I'm saying? And look at you, you look just like your father. I know him. Yep, you look just like him. But the devil is a lie. And I think you, from looking at this chambers, people is sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's all right. Y'all sit there and whisper like y'all always do. But fix the damn water. Fix the damn water. Focus on fixing the damn water. You know. Yeah. and my thing to come up here to say, do I have the floor? Well, go ahead then. Let's shout out to Eric Mays.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Shalita Savage. Shalita Savage.
How y'all doing? My name is Shalita Janae Savage, for the ones that don't know. And yes, I'm gonna be up here being a motherfucking savage about this shit. Leon, the fact that you want to sit over here with Cruella DeVille and laugh in our motherfucking faces like this shit's a motherfucking game, both of you bitches need to resign. Fuck you and fuck that mop-head ass bitch. To this beautiful lady right here that is in charge of the 5th Ward, I like everything I'm seeing that you're doing. You are upholding and uplifting your community. You are for your people, and I can appreciate it. You, Miss Lady, Miss Tonya, I feel the same exact way about you, okay? I have watched it. I have seen it. Y'all ugly motherfuckers made me jump out my motherfucking semi-truck to come address you bitches. And you trailer park trash ass motherfucker right here, yeah, you, east side bitch, the one that don't give a fuck about the meth epidemic that's going on in this motherfucker, bitch, you need to resign, ho. And over here to this old, I'm in the slave house ass nigga bitch over here, Miss Candace. Yes, massa, I see massa. What you need me to do, massa ass bitch? Where you motherfuckers fix the tent at is where I shall have this motherfucking circus at. Y'all got me fucked up. How the fuck can 900 motherfucking police officers come to a peaceful fucking protest when my fucking 8-year-old son was held hostage for 21 days? I called 911 over 3,000 motherfucking times. And you bitches didn't help me do shit to get my son. You wanna know what I had to do? I had to go get a fucking judge. You wanna know what the Flint Police Department told me? They told me that it was a probate and civil fucking matter for an 8-year-old. But you bitches can come rip a goddamn elderly person out of a motherfucking car? Are you fucking serious? Eat my ass and suck my dick I don't got. Are you fucking serious? I know you motherfuckers is lying. And then the fact that there is a $2.6 million account somewhere for our educational system and arts program, and you bitches can't tell us a motherfucking thing. If y'all don't go ahead and fill this 3rd Ward motherfucking seat with Dev, because I'm from the 3rd Ward. I swear to God, what that movie say? Mississippi burning? We need to start lynching some of you motherfuckers and burning y'all bitches out.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Rodney Thomas. Rodney Thomas. Rodney Thomas. Next speaker is Rodney Thomas.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Look, I'll start to leave, but I said, look, I'm gonna hang a little bit longer. Because if y'all can't feel these people pain, y'all ain't human. You know, I ain't here to point no fingers, but look here. That shit that happened yesterday with Beverly Biggs' husband was out cold. You know, and y'all gotta realize, we have been post-traumatically stressed in this town. And yet they drag him out the car like he a villain. That's like he's some kind of dope boy or something. They snatched him out like he's some kind of dope boy. And he the villain, and he an elder. I'm glad I wasn't there. I was fixing my roof from the tornado storm, but God had me out the way. But see, this ought to tell y'all a lot, because you got a lot of heavy hitters down here. You got Papa, Maurice, you got Mayor Weaver over there, a bunch of heavy hitters. I think Mr. Gilchrist, you know, a lot of heavy hitters, and you got children down here speaking. So that ought to say a lot of shit. Lot of things understood don't need to be explained. So this ought to change the tide. And I'm gonna tell y'all this here, man. They laughing at us like a motherfucker. I got Cubans on my block, man. Straight out of the port of Miami. Cubans, about 4 of them. And they all speak Spanish and shit. They can't speak good English. We say, let me tell you something, Flint. They see Flint and say everybody die. We come to Flint, get property. And then they say the mayor crazy. Man, that ain't a good motherfucking look, man. We got to change this shit, man. And we can do it, you know. The game is divide and conquer. That's always been the game. As long as we stay divided, we can get beat all day long. So you better learn how to unite, and whoever in the way, get the fuck out the way. Because we gonna roll over you. Because you know, time is a time for everything. And the time is now, because you're waking up a lot of sleeping giants in the streets talking. God bless. God bless.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Allison Montgomery Littlejohn. Allison Montgomery Littlejohn. Next speaker is Kimberly Pillar Brown. Kimberly Pillar Brown.
Next public speaker.
Next speaker is Emily Dorr.
Good evening, Council. I'm here to talk about the budget. Basically, as a Flint resident, I wanted to say that I hope you use whatever line item things you want to scratch out, do it. But there are other services. There are other services like trash collection, like having someone fix if the traffic light's not working. There are some basic city services that I know that all of us. I would just ask that you go through, scratch things out if you want, but there are other services that we need to keep going. So please pass the budget so we can have these basic city services for residents in the city. Thank you.
Thank you. Next public speaker, Madam Secretary.
Next speaker is Brandy. Next speaker is Brandy Pertil. Next speaker is Brandy Pertil.
All right, next public speaker.
That's the last speaker.
Thank you. We are now done speaking. It is now time for a council response.
Madam Chair.
Council members who wish to, council may respond to all public speakers only after all public speakers have spoken. An individual council member's response shall be limited to 2 minutes. Councilman Pfeiffer, you asked for the floor.
Welcome to the People's Chamber. Tonight is the first night that we have had free speech. Thank you. If you don't know or you haven't been watching our meetings, our colleagues that have been sitting up here quiet as a church mouse, if you breathe wrong, the police will drag you out. As far as I'm concerned, we had pre-Terrence Biggs and we got post-Terrence Biggs. Today is post-Terrence Biggs. Today is a new day. And I can tell you, I've got a minute left. I got to thank Sheldon Neely. He is a unifier. He brought all of us together to fucking hate him. And Terrence Green, you scumbag piece of crap. In my last 25 seconds, I'm going to tell the Flint police, Mr. Officer, I see you back there. I don't know if there's another one back there. If you took an oath to the police chief or the mayor, you are a scumbag. You took an oath to the Constitution and to protect people's rights. Do that.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam,
Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Councilwoman in the 5th Ward, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you all for being here. This is so refreshing. And I want to applaud the young people for getting up to the podium and expressing your rights, your concerns. This is a lot. It's a lot. Yesterday, Flint residents held a peaceful protest. Some walking on the sidewalk, others driving down Saginaw Street. They were not violent. They were exercising their constitutional right. And yet, under the direction of Mayor Neely, the police were weaponized against the residents. That's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Miss Biggs Levy's husband pulled out of his car onto the ground, a senior citizen. Another woman, a senior, handcuffed, taken down to the police department. But yet tonight they want us to approve a budget that's first unbalanced and being abused. The city resources are being abused. The police department should have been on the streets yesterday protecting the citizens.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the 6th Ward, you have the floor.
Thank you. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to duplicate what my colleague said, but you know where I stand if you follow city council. I stand with them and their comments. But I do want to say this, because we had a $24 million fund balance that was left. They're asking us to pass a negative deficit budget. Madam Mayor, Dr. Karen Weaver, can you stand up for leaving us in the condition where we had a fund balance? So when you want to know what real governance is, when you want to know when someone prepares for ahead in the future, it is my friend who I love from my heart, and I wish I had known you then, because what we got now is a disaster. It's a disaster. But I want to speak to Beverly Biggs, Levy. I don't know where you at. You was right here. Okay. You know I got you. Whatever with that mess, what they did with Terrence, it was wrong. It was egregious. It was police brutality. They took an oath to protect the people. They didn't do it. Chief Green could have sent a bill afterwards. He could have said, let me protect the people, and send the bill like he did for Juneteenth with DeJuan Robinson. He provided the service. That was a targeted attack on the people. And at this point, we need to make sure you keep showing up. These is your chambers. These are your chambers. We had four emergency managers. This budget is going to be the same thing. We are mandated by the city charter, page 61, that states Article 7 finance, that we must maintain a balanced budget in accordance with the state law. I'm not passing this, so they can figure out where they want to make their cuts at.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Is there anyone else who wishes to speak during council response? Seeing as how there's no one else who wishes to speak during council response, we are now going to go to our first item on the agenda, which is the reconsideration. So now I am asking that everyone allow us to conduct city business. We have gone through public speaking. We've gone through council response. It is now time for us to conduct city business. Reconsideration is the first item on the agenda. We're reconsidering Resolution 250158-T, which is the 2025 operating millage City of Flint Downtown Development Authority District. What is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the 4th Ward, you have the floor.
I make a motion to reconsider 250158.
There's been a motion to reconsider 250158-T, which is the 2025 operating millage for the City of Flint Downtown Development Authority District by the Councilwoman in the 4th Ward. Is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and properly supported by the Councilman in the 1st Ward. Is there discussion?
Madam Chair.
Oh, wait, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's no discussion.
I know. I'm sorry. I thought about it. Roll call. Madam Secretary.
Mr. El Alamin,
Yes.
Dr. Lewis,
Yes.
Ms. Priestley,
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter,
No.
Ms. Burns,
No.
Ms. Machette,
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer,
No.
Mr. Jarrett, Mr. Jarrett,
No.
the vote is 4 yes, 4 no.
I'm sorry, Madam Secretary, I could not hear
The
you.
vote is 4 yes, 4 no.
The vote is 4 yes, 4 no. That reconsideration fails. We now move on to the consent agenda. What is the pleasure of the body?
Madam Chair.
Councilwoman in the fourth ward.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
There's been a motion to approve the consent agenda with the presentation of minutes, with any corrections needed. Is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and properly supported by the councilman in the first ward. Are there separations? All right.
Yes, Madam Chair, there are
Councilwoman in the fifth
separations.
ward.
Madam Chair, I would like to separate 250173-T. I would like to separate 250160-T, the fiscal year 2026 City of Flint budget. And that's it for me.
Thank you. Are there any more separations?
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the sixth ward.
250188.
You said 8.
Yep.
Okay. Is that your only separation?
Yes.
All right, are there any more separations? Seeing as how there are no more separations, the consent agenda will.
Madam Chair, is the ACO separated? You did it, right? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The consent agenda will consist of the minutes. It will also consist of 250161-T, 250162-T, 250163-T, 250164-T. That wasn't reconsidered. And that is all. So moving on, I'm sorry, roll call, Madam Secretary, for the consent agenda.
Dr. Lewis,
Yes.
Ms. Priestley,
Yes.
Ms. Winfrey Carter, Ms. Winfrey Carter,
Yes.
Ms. Burns,
Yes.
Ms. Machette,
Yes.
Mr. Pfeiffer, Mr. Jarrett,
Yes.
Mr. El Alamin.
Yes.
The vote is 8 yes, 0 no.
Vote is 8 yes, 0 no.
Madam
The
Chair.
consent agenda passes. Moving on to resolution
Madam Chair.
250173-T.
Madam Chair,
Councilwoman in the fourth ward.
motion to postpone indefinitely 250173-D.
There's a motion to postpone indefinitely 250173-T. Is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and properly supported. Councilwoman, by the councilman in the first ward, Councilwoman in the fourth ward. Why, the motion?
Because the deadline is passed and we can no longer apply for these funds.
Understood. So the deadline has passed and the city is no longer eligible to apply for the funds. Roll call, Madam Secretary, on the,
No, Madam Chair, point of
I'm
order.
sorry, what's your
Right.
point?
So we have a representative from the firm to confirm that, so that's not accurate.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Yes,
Madam
so.
Chair,
Go.
I'm taking back my my motion.
So you have a second
No,
already.
That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. We'll vote no.
So it's my understanding that there is someone here to speak on behalf of this resolution. We still have to go forward because it was moved and properly supported. Roll call. Madam Secretary.
Ms. Priestley,
It's gotta.
No.
Ms. Winfrey Carter,
Yes.
Ms. Burns,
Yes.
Ms. Machette,
No.
Mr. Pfeiffer,
No.
Mr. Jarrett,
No.
Mr. Alamin? Dr. Lewis?
No.
The vote, yes, the vote is.
Excuse me, Madam Secretary.
The vote is 3 yes, 5 no.
The vote is 3 yes, 5 no, so that motion to postpone indefinitely
Chair.
fails. Councilwoman in the 4th Ward.
Motion to approve 250173.
There's a motion to approve 250173-T, which is the adoption of a final project planning document, water system improvements, designating authorized project representatives. Is there support?
Support.
Moved and properly supported by the councilwoman in the 2nd Ward. Is there discussion? Councilman in the 8th Ward, you have the floor.
No offense, sir. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what you have to say. At this point, there ain't no flying chance that we put this community in $30 million more debt. Not gonna happen. And without guarantees that it's going to be forgiven, you're wasting your time. There ain't no way we can afford, and we're gonna put this on the backs of the community to add more to their water deficit and their water bills. Not on my watch. No, sir.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who wishes to have the floor in the first round of discussion? Councilwoman in the 6th Ward.
Thank you. So on September the 23rd, this council, 5 members voted to approve the ACO. We weren't allowed to ask one single question, not one. This is the document, which is the ACO. It's so many things in this, and we are actually compelled to do it. When they voted to approve the ACO, they took the state out of it and put it on the residents. It had initially failed. It was brought back up for reconsideration. And they will try to tell you at this time that, which they stated before Councilwoman Lewis, that Councilman Murphy was for it. It's on audio. He was not. He said he did not want to approve it without having the funds to pay for it. Because Councilman Murphy was there in Lansing when it was there to shut it down in the rotunda. He was there with the casket, carrying the casket. Many of them weren't. And so when they don't understand, and it's not just this project, literally it was about 8 years ago, this project would be $300 million. We don't even know what the price of fulfilling the administrative consent order, because we've got tariffs, we've got increased labor, we've got increased price in material, and I will not put that on the residents. I will not do it. I will not. When we ask the questions, we never get answers from this administration. We are in violation without having a DPW director. Mr. Kenneth Miller has quit. He quit right before you came, maybe a week before. We have lost Rob Benzick. We've lost Mike Brown. We aren't able to keep a DPW that in this document we're required. In this document is also the technical managerial financial report, which are our violations, tons of violations and supposed fees. The state, I guess, had mercy on us because this administrative consent order was underneath them, to where we have not had to pay penalties. For example, the penalties were because we didn't follow it. For each failure to comply with the provision contained in Section 3 of this consent order, the city shall pay a stipulated penalty of $5,000. If after 30 days from the original deadline, the city has not fully corrected the violation, the city shall pay $200 per violation per day, 1 to 7 days. And it goes on. This is not, we didn't break Flint, and we shouldn't have to fix Flint. We didn't break it.
So if the government wants to give us a check for 29.5 million, as they should, give the check. I'll vote to accept the check. They can make things happen. Flint, they took a community and they broke us. Now they want us to fix the stuff they broke on the backs of the residents. It makes no sense. They wouldn't have done this to any other community. And I don't think my colleagues, some of them may have known how serious this consent order was when we voted it down the first time and it came back for reconsideration with no questions, no discussion. Because we still don't have, which I've asked for, the spreadsheet, where are we at in the projects? Where are we at and to what degree? Where's the financing? I haven't gotten an update on that. And so when they come and ask us to approve 29.5 million, when they can't tell us on this report or any questions for this, because we don't have a DPW, it's insanity to think that we would vote, or I'm gonna say for me, to put my residents in harm's way financially, knowing that nothing in this government right now is guaranteed. We know that HUD has been gutted. We know that the CDC has been gutted. We just lost jobs over in Job Corps. So there are no promises that they would forgive this 29.5 million. What they should do is say, we broke Flint and we're gonna begin to fix it with good faith in a check, cashier's check, guaranteed funds for 29.5 million. I will not vote to put this on the back of the residents, not ever. Oh, it's not, but we'll get a second round because they're asking us to vote for it, and hopefully.
Is there
they'll forgive
anyone
it.
else who wishes to have the floor in the first round of discussion? Is there any councilwoman in the fourth ward? You have the floor.
Through you to the city attorney. Mr. Attorney, could you explain to us what the consequences would be if we do not have the ability to apply for this money?
Well, a couple things to know. If this resolution were not passed, the city would not be in line for consideration with the state of Michigan for this drinking water state revolving fund.
Sir and ma'am, you cannot approach our attorney. You need to have a seat. Go ahead and continue. Continue.
Without passing this resolution, the state would still be bound by the terms and conditions of the administrative consent order, meaning the city of Flint would have to pay for these two major improvements to the drinking water system out of its own pocket.
So, Mr. City Attorney, if we do not apply for these funds, and that's all this is an application, correct?
That's correct. This doesn't mean the city is guaranteed this loan from the state of Michigan. And if the state of Michigan does grant this loan to the city of Flint, it does not.
Excuse me. You must sit down. Point of order.
So I'm going to ask you all to have a seat. Have a seat. And that's your first warning. That's your first warning. That's your first warning. Perfect. Perfect. Have a seat. You've been asked to have a seat. You've been asked to have a seat.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
He was standing behind our city attorney and videoing.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
He was standing behind the city
That's
attorney
fine.
videoing.
I got it. I got it.
You cannot video behind.
Ma'am, you are removed from this meeting. You are removed from this meeting. You. Ma'am in the brown shirt, do not obstruct the officer.
Point of
Do
order.
not obstruct the
Point of
officer.
order. Point of order.
Ma'am in the brown shirt, that is your first warning. You cannot obstruct the officer.
Like always.
Ma'am in the
Point
brown
of
shirt,
order.
that is your first warning. What's your point? Go ahead.
They can stand with their cameras and video. There's nothing against that.
Jerry, at some point you gotta want to be a decent person. You know this is too far.
Pardon me? What she say?
Turn the badges in, arrest the fucking tyrant!
You should not be up here. Do not approach me. You need to go sit down. You are removed from this meeting. Do not approach me. Do not approach me. Excuse me. You are removed from this meeting. Do not
She got
approach
all that
me.
mouth that she's
Do not
scared.
approach me.
Someone need to pop that.
Excuse me. You are removed from this meeting. Excuse me, officers. Officers, she is approaching me in a threatening manner. She is approaching me in a threatening manner.
And once again, shout out to the Tonya Burns Show, Councilwoman Tonya Burns. And once again, shout out to the Tonya Burns Show, Councilwoman Tonya Burns. And once again, shout out to the Tonya Burns Show, Councilwoman Tonya Burns. And once again, shout out
Just like yesterday. Just like yesterday.
Yeah, that girl right there, she did it. Huh. Yep. Yep. She did this. She drunk. She drunk.
Oh shit. They fight.
That's scary as hell. That be scary.
I could have lost.
Michael! Get your fucking hands off of me, man! What the fuck is y'all looking at me right there. For no reason.
Turn the motherfucker microphone on.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get over.
Got me fucked up. Ain't nobody scared of me. Excuse me. That's all right. That nigga felt me too. You felt what it is. You felt what it is. Hey. Get out stuff. What's up? I don't know excuse me.
I'm the big bitch, nigga out.
Mike, don't get in no trouble. I see you. Don't get in no trouble. Don't get in no trouble.
Now we're free to stand.
I got you. I didn't know it was cold. They played them games on me yesterday. Or last night. All right. Every one of these cops that have shaking that ass. Qualified to be these right here.
This is tough, guys. This is so fucking weak. I've been trying to be tough.
Hey, you guys know you did all this in front of a civil rights attorney, right? Great job. Don't fuck.
Let's go. They trying to clear it out.
Well, I guess that is it, folks. There's no more rain. Well, it's raining right now on this screen. So it is what it is. That's what goes on in Flint. It's just certain